Welcome to the show, The People's Voice Matters. I am your host, Shelley Bowman. Today we have with us today an awesome group of people. We'll start off our show with Miss KEMISHA.
KEMISHA, yes.
And she is an author and a playwright.
Yes, I am.
Can you tell us a little bit about your play?
The present play that we have out now is I Gave It to God. Very powerful, inspirational, and with a twist of humor. How many times have we given a situation to God and took it right back?
Right.
How many times have we played God and the situation turned upside down? So that's what the play is about. Very, very, very dramatic. Someone will live, someone will die, and somebody has no choice but to give it to God.
Very awesome, very awesome. And next we have an actor. You can tell us a little bit about your career and how it got started.
Well, my name is Antonio Devo Robertson. This is actually my first real acting gig. I act in front of people all day, every day for the past 33 years. But I'm also a singer. I do write music as well. Miss KEMISHA presented me with the opportunity and I ran with it.
That is awesome. That's what it's about, giving to one another. And next we have a phenomenal artist.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about your, and she's also an actress as well, but we're going to focus on her music right now.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about your CD?
My CD is my first single, and I'm very excited about it. It is urban contemporary gospel music. The single is called I Can't Lose. And that's anybody in life. If you're chasing after a dream, you're determined, you just know that you cannot lose. This is the year that you have to get it, I have to win, and that's the end of the story.
That's right. What's one of your favorite songs on the CD?
One of my favorite songs, it would have to be Praise Him.
Praise Him. Wow. That is awesome. I'm so honored to be here with these awesome group of people. So let's hear the first song of your CD. What's the song that would you like us to play today?
You can play the single. That's I Can't Lose.
I Can't Lose. We're going to hear I Can't Lose.
Lord, you been so good to me. Brought me out the storm when I could not see. You've been my strong tower, yeah. You've been there for me in my darkest hour, yeah. I can't lose her, long as I got Christ. I can't lose her, I can't lose her, I can't lose her. Long as I got Christ, I can't lose her, I can't lose her. Nobody love me like you. Ain't nobody love me like you.
This is awesome. Ain't no party like the praise party.
I know that's right.
Awesome.
That's the only way.
A whole lot of people. That is
Yes,
awesome.
I'm very excited.
What arena are you focusing on right now?
I'm focusing on everybody, mostly my youth. I feel that they don't have the right positive examples. I also have a 7-year-old, and she needs something that she can listen to, that she can know and be encouraged that no matter what obstacle, whatever she may face, if she trusts in God, that she can never lose.
That's right, that's right. Very inspirational for all ages. And that's what it's about, reaching not only the older age, but the younger people, because that's our next generation.
Yes.
And your acting career, I know it just started. Was it a little rough? I know that you said you do it normally, but was it a little rough trying to go from doing it as a hobby per se to being a professional?
I wouldn't say it was, because I also did stand-up comedy as well too, various comedy clubs, so it coincides with each other. So
Right. Okay.
if it's something you're anointed to do, you'll be able to do it without no
That's
problem.
right. Anointed, that's very powerful, because if you're gifted and anointed and doing it, it makes it much easier.
I can't lose.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
That's right.
Yes. Love it.
That's awesome. And Miss Author, I know you're inspiration in more than one way. We all have many talents, but it's just phenomenal that you actually made it. Can you tell us a little bit about the obstacles that you dealt with prior to even getting this far?
I will say for any upcoming author or playwright, never give up, because obstacles, situations, speed bumps will come your way.
Right.
People respect consistency. if you keep going, keep pushing, you know, people will remember that. They'll remember when you just started out, and you will look back at it and you'll laugh and you'll smile about it, and you will respect it because you started from the bottom.
Yeah, we're
But
here.
you had that goal to go to the top. So I would just say hold on.
That's right.
Just a little while longer.
Very
And never, never give up, no matter how hard it gets. Never give up. Because whatever God has for you,
It's for you.
it will happen.
That's very inspirational to everybody. Whatever God has for you is for you, no matter what it is, no matter what the obstacle is. And it's good that you're overcoming these hurdles, because I know it was not easy. And no road is easy, but it's glad that you chose the right road. And you, I want to hear a little bit about your comedian style. Along with the acting, I know you can incorporate it in one, but how can you balance it?
Well, I'm working on it now. My comedian style had to be saved, if you understand what I had to say. So it is being reevaluated, and it's in the works, but I promise you, once it gets on the road, I'll be right back here to talk to you.
That's awesome. That's awesome, and I'll be honored. And let's talk to a little bit more about the side of what inspired you to start singing. I know that you sing on the praise team at church, which is your root, what they say. How is it from going from singing on the praise team, which is a total different transformation from being a professional singer? Is it different, or is it?
It's very different, because in the transition, it started from the hip hop R&B side of it to church to now being in the forefront. And so it's very different because you're in front of souls. When I'm singing, I'm ministering. That's a testimony. So I'm having to encounter other people that may have been going through a storm or a struggle, and I have to embrace that. And they have to also look at me like, wow, if she made it through that, I know I can make it. She has a daughter and she's single parent. I know I can do it. If I lose my job, I can get another one. I just have to trust. I have to believe. So I have to show people the God in me. And just so they'll know that keep pressing, keep going, give it to God, and it's all good.
That's awesome.
Gotta
Give it to God.
Yep.
And I know that we're all encouraged. I know that it's different ways to encourage people, and it's good that you guys have creative ways to engage not only one arena, but all arenas. And can you talk a little bit about I know you talked a little bit about your upcoming play, your previous play, because I know that each one has a meaning.
Yes. Eventually, once I finish writing, all of them will tie in together. The first one was, thank God somebody prayed for me, because how many times have we been through a situation and we were like, woo, you know, how did I make it through that? But thank God somebody prayed for me. In that play, that was a family-oriented play. It covered peer pressure for teens, drug abuse, single parenting, domestic violence, Facebook, sexting, because a lot of teens encounter that. It encountered affairs in the job. So it covered every situation that families and households are encountering. And so the plays are meant to empower, uplift, and to give people a sense of hope that no matter what, if they continue to hold on as well as pray together, you know, they'll end up staying together.
That's awesome. That is absolutely right. Prayer is the biggest thing that everybody has to focus on because it's powerful. Can you tell us a little bit? I know that you're an actor, you're a comedian. I'm pretty sure you got more talents than that, and you're a singer. Tell us a little bit about your singing side.
I've been singing since 10 when I really couldn't sing. That's where it started at. Bypass all that. I do have a R&B/gospel group now by the name of New Phase. We are based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. It's 4 of us. Only reason why we stayed together, we did go to a conference, and they actually told us we're actually too old to be getting in the industry because we're all 34. That's why we're still together now, still making it, because they told us we couldn't do it. That's all the motivation we need. You're too old to do it. What we're going to show you, we're not too old enough to do it. We have a voice. We're going to use it as a God-given talent. So that's why we're still here. Shout out to New Face.
That's awesome. That is awesome. When man says you can't, God says
you can.
Right.
Yeah, count my boat.
But you know what? I will say one thing. When I'm out doing my auditions and I'm casting, I always reach out to the ones who've never acted before.
Wow,
Because
that's
I'm that person that gives them a chance that nobody else will.
Yes.
And a lot of times, majority of the cast members are new. They've never acted before. But by the time people come to the play, they think that they've been acting for years. So it just takes one person to give them that opportunity that no one else will, and they can use that as, you know, as a learning experience as well as on their resume.
Awesome. That is very
Because that's all we
awesome.
need sometimes is for
That's
somebody to give
right.
us that one chance
That's
to show
right.
us, you know.
And that's awesome. That's very phenomenal. You said that because a lot of people won't. They look for more experienced individuals. But you're right, because if you don't start somewhere,
How you gonna have experience?
right,
Yes.
right. That is absolutely wonderful model, and I could tell that you have a passion for it, and it is your drive, and it's your God-given gift. It's not something that you're just doing to make profit, although you know ultimately that's what is going to happen, because that's what the
It'll come in
entertainment
due
is.
time.
Right.
That's not what
Right.
drives me.
Right, and I can tell that, and that's awesome. You guys are all awesome, and we're gonna talk to you, and you can just tell us what you want people to know about you personally. That I know that you were inspired because of, you know, you have a little daughter that's young, and you're young, but you're still going. That didn't stop you. So tell the people what you did to get there and how you did it.
What did I do to get where I am? I prayed.
Yes.
I cried.
Wow.
I had to be real with myself because people can put on the facade. I
Right.
can put on the MAC makeup, lip gloss, but at the end of the day, when all that comes off,
Right.
I want to see myself how God sees me.
Right.
And He sees me as a queen.
Right.
He sees me as the head. He sees me as above. And so that just pushed me even more. And especially when KEMISHA came to the church, which is, you know, Next Level Ministries, she gave that opportunity. She let me be transparent. And more than likely, she probably watched me and probably was like, shit, this girl is crazy. She's crazy. But like I tell people, why do I have to be in control and God is in control?
Right.
Just let me be me. Let
Right.
Him make me over.
Right.
And so that's what pushed me. It pushed me to be a better me.
Right.
I'm still not perfect to this day, but I'm
No one
trying.
is.
And as long as I take those steps, He's right there.
That's right.
So-
That's right. And you know, it's amazing you said that, because I say that all the time. Let me see people how God sees them. So that's amazing that you said to yourself, because it does start with you first.
Yes.
In order to help somebody else, you have to help yourself. You have to love yourself. So that's awesome. And what is it that you would like to encourage individuals? I know that they said you're too old, but like you said, what God says, that's all that matters. So can you tell them what you did and how did you get there?
Basically, I think making the impossible possible. Like I say, I am 33. I just had my first child at the age of 33. I did wait for that. I went to college. You know, a lot of us black people, black males, don't get to go. I stay positive. I stay in church. I'm not the biggest saved holy person in the world. I am human like everyone else, but I'm walking the right way I'm supposed to be walking. It all goes in steps. I'm just taking it one day at a time, trying to live right, and believing in God. That's the best key I can offer you.
Right.
Amen.
That's
Just believe,
awesome.
have faith. The size of a mustard
Seed.
Sorry, on TV.
Bring it back.
Okay. That's the comedian side.
I love it. Yes, come on. Ooh, don't get me started.
And now, Miss KEMISHA.
KEMISHA.
And you could tell everybody, you know, I know that you're a little bit older than them, but you're not old. You're
No.
young in
Far
spirit.
from
Yes.
it.
And you can relate to everybody, not just one group, you know. And I like it that you do reach back. So can you tell them how you started in the beginning and what brought you to now? Personally.
Again, back in 2004, I experienced a situation. I didn't let it stop me. I started writing because it was very therapeutic. But then when I allowed other young women to read my material, it inspired them. So when I realized how I can touch lives, I didn't stop. I wrote books. You know, first one was From the Heart of a Hurting Woman. Second one, No Weapon Formed Against Me Shall Prosper. And then I started writing novels with the real life situations that a lot of people are experiencing out in the world today. You know, because the world is wide open. So then last year, I had this idea with my daughter, Kiana. I sat her down because really what I wanted to do was to pick her brain, to see where her mindset was. And so my assignment to her was to give me the dialogue, what a teen would do in certain situations. She didn't realize I was having her to tell on herself. But so what I did was I wrote, I channeled her dialogue, I intertwined, and we wrote a play.
Wow.
And that was, thank God, somebody prayed for me. 90% of the cast were kids from CMS schools as well as in the community who had experienced some of those same situations. So it was a learning experience. And I ran that play 3 times, allowing different children to come in to participate. So it was a mentoring tool. And then, you know, I moved on to Waiting on the Lord. That was play number 2. Because some of us do need to wait.
That's right.
And not, you know, jump. You know, we can't get ahead of God, because it's just like making a cake. You know, if you put the flour in the oven without adding the eggs and the oil, you know, it won't rise. So, you know, there's an order that you have to take sometimes. So again, my writing style is to help, you know, people in every different types of ways, because, you know, some of it is my testimony and some of it is other people's, you know, situations, because every testimony is a test of time and is meant to bless somebody else who may be struggling with that same situation, who don't think that they can get out of it. So it's not like a lot of people are so closed up and they don't want people in their space. But sometimes, you know, you have to release things. You know, when you keep it inside, it festers. But when you release it, it makes you feel, you know, a lot better.
That's absolutely right. And you said something so phenomenal. You said wait. And it's very important, because patience is truly a virtue. A lot of times we want to rush God and rush God's plan for our life. But if we just wait and trust in Him and only Him, and kind of sometimes you have to zone people out in order to hear Him clearly. So this very phenomenal that you said, that I know as many times you probably sat and had to zone people out in order to receive what He had to give to other people. So, and that comes to you. All you guys, okay, it's open floor. So what would you say, I'm not going to say, don't give out any of your ideas, okay? But if you had a young child who came to you and they were in a situation and they said, I didn't want anybody to know, but I wanted you to release this play, what type of idea would you think that that individual would have?
I'm going to tell you something. It's funny that you said that. When I did the first play with the students that had never acted before, I told them, I said, what if you had a friend that was standing on the edge and about to jump? What could you do to save them without physically touching them? So I told them to tap into their talents, to their spirits, you know, bring it out. What would you do to save that person, whether it was singing, whether it was dancing, whether it was poetry? Just what can you do to save at least one person? That was my, that's the chore that I gave them.
Wow, that is awesome. Wow, that's powerful. What would you do? I mean, what do you think they would say? That is awesome that she said that, because that's something to get your mind open to, like, cause like, what would you do? And it causes them to go outside of themselves and really be in that position. So it positions them to actually be that actor or the actress that's already inside of them. Because a lot of times we have these God-given abilities, but we don't know until someone brings it out. So what would you do, and what do you think the situation would be, or the story?
Ladies first.
I don't know. See, my first instinct, I'm like, girl, now you know. What you doing? What you got going
Down
on?
from now.
Come on down here. What are you? Come on. I'm just one of those. I like to see the bright side of everything. Yeah, you have a dark side, but then there's a bright side. What's the things you love in life? What are the things that push you? Not to jump, but to push you to go further. Like, what are those things? What makes you happy? come on. I mean, that's just me.
Right.
I'm gonna need to bring you back to the happy places.
Right.
Because then when we bring you back to the happy, get you off the ledge, then we're gonna talk about and pray about the dog.
Right.
And I'm just
right.
gonna say, I'm gonna take out my phone and say, you want me to call your mama or your daddy?
That might be the reason they that way.
Right.
That's my story. That ain't the reason. He asked me what he think I would say.
You want me to call your mom?
That's my story.
My mom
Hello?
did.
Right.
You know. What if their mama was passed away? So what would you say in that situation?
Come on down, let's talk.
You say, Mama, do you see
Come on down.
I think I hear something.
All right.
Hold on,
Oh,
just
yeah,
a
so
little
that's what I
while
tell 'em.
longer.
That's what I tell him.
That's a good
That's what I
motto.
tell him.
That's one of his songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, look at there.
Yes,
You
yes,
had the
I did
answer
play.
right there in the song.
I know.
And what's the song about?
Holding on, don't give up. Just whatever you're going through, stay prayed up, stay faithful that everything at the end of the day will be all right.
See, look at there. You had the answer right there.
Sing it.
Sing it.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Are you shy? Comedians aren't shy.
No.
I'll give you a little bit. Hold on, just a little while longer. Hold on, just a little while longer. Hold on, just a little while longer. Everything will be all right. That's all you get. Come to the play to see the real.
I know that's
No,
right.
God, glory.
God.
Just a taste. Just an
Just a little
appetizer.
bit.
There's nothing wrong with that. So did you have to go to college to learn how to write? Did you have to go to? I'm asking these questions so that individuals will know that it doesn't take a whole lot. But what is it that it took for you to get there?
My writing, I always loved English in school. And I would tell any child, any teenager, any adult, if writing is something that you want to do some English classes. You don't even have to do the classes. Get the books, read. Reading is the key. And with me, it's wordplay. It's wordplay, books, phrases that you can use with other words. It's all in the reading.
Right.
And I was always an English junkie, and I loved it. So,
And it paid off.
yes.
And
Step
what?
outside of the box.
That's right.
Don't stay confined. Step
That's
outside of the
right.
box.
That's right. Because staying confined can keep you boxed in, but you know, our God is bigger. Greater.
Yes.
Sing it.
I know. Greater. And so did you go to school or?
I did. I attended Johnson C. Smith University here in
Okay.
Charlotte, North Carolina. I actually was minoring in music.
Okay.
I've been in band since 5th grade.
Wow.
So music always been in there. As far as writing, actually I haven't always been a writer. I played around with it when I was younger, but a pastor actually came to our church in Next Level and prophesied it out the blue to me. He was like, I don't know who it is in here, and he actually kept talking. He pointed right to me.
Wow.
He said, I don't know why, I'm just saying the Lord is saying for you to keep writing. Whatever you do, keep writing and don't stop. He said, I don't know why he's telling me. I've been writing ever since. And
Wow.
the music the songs just
Come.
come just like that. Now, I never was a writer. I play around with it because I always didn't think my music was all the way good enough. You know, it's just regular writing, see Jane goes, you know, the little baby stuff. But now that I'm growing, and after that message,
Oh, yeah, you hit the big time.
oh Lord, yeah, yeah, I'm going to get it.
Right.
That's what you have to
Perfect.
do.
See?
Yes.
Out of obedience.
Out
So
of
obedience is a huge factor in anything.
What you
obedience
say. She got it.
First
No,
lady.
every dream and vision that I have, I write it down. I actually act out on everything.
Wow.
Every dream, every vision, I feel like it's a seed, you know, that's, you know, given to God, and I birth it. I walk around pregnant all year long, popping out dreams left
know
and
that.
right.
Right.
I know that.
That's right. Pregnant spiritually.
Yep.
Spiritually,
Spiritually.
ladies and gentlemen, spiritually, ladies and
First
gentlemen.
step is planting the seed. And what do you do after you plant the seed?
Water the seeds.
Water the seed.
You heard that, Lindsay? All right.
And God will nurture it.
And you have to keep in mind there will be drought seasons,
Yes.
but you still must be faithful and continue to.
To
Yeah.
water it. Don't kill the plant. Keep it nurtured. But can you guys tell us a little bit about your next move? I know that you have a lot going on. But what's your next endeavor?
My
I know she's excited. She's about to blow. Go ahead. Enoch.
my next endeavor right now, I have two.
Okay, see?
So I have a cloud of witnesses and people to stand in agreement with me. I will be finishing cosmetology school in July of this year.
Awesome.
And my next endeavor is opening up a salon.
That's a
I will
big
give myself
dream.
6 months to a year, God willing, him first, and he's going to do it.
Yes.
And I'm just excited about the play.
Yes,
That's May 25th, and it's going to be awesome.
yes, it's true.
I don't know what he has in store for me, but whatever he has in store, I'm running.
Right.
And I'm
You're
not
ready.
looking back.
You're
I'm,
ready.
I'm a trailblazer. I'm a
Preparing.
trailblazer. So I'm ready to burn it up.
It's your season.
I
That is
received it.
awesome.
I received that. Touch and agree. Bow.
Come on, you
Give me some of that.
Oh, three.
Yes, that's Sherry.
Holy Trinity. Trinity.
You only need 2 or more. And what's your next endeavor?
I actually have two also.
Okay.
We're kind of in the starting phase for my group. We
Okay.
are currently working on a demo to get together. We're not working on this actual CD itself yet. We're going to put out a demo first and let people get used to hearing new
Right,
phase and
right.
see what we sound like. After that, my long-term objective, I want to start my own Big Brother program.
Wow.
Because I mentor a lot. I
Right.
adopt everybody's kids.
Right.
That's something I really want to put out in the atmosphere. And that's the first time I'm telling the world now. I'm
Right.
speaking it out now.
Right.
That's my passion is kids. And that's what I want to do. Start either a Big Brother mentoring program.
That's
I want to
awesome.
get that off the ground.
It's well needed,
It's
especially
very
in
well
this
needed.
time.
Yes, it is.
I'm like-
All not just black males, just
No, I'm talking about all
females
types,
too.
right.
All colors, all races. It don't matter. Anybody in need, I want to be able to help.
Amen.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And you will get there.
I will. In Jesus' name, I will be there.
Amen.
Amen.
Can I get some touch and agree? Three. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. We got 4. Yeah. Yeah.
And your next, I know you have the play coming up. What's your next endeavor after
To
that?
continue to writing.
Okay, great.
I have some more, I don't want to give out all the titles, but I have
Yeah.
some more plays in the pit of my stomach.
Yes.
And I'll keep going. And I actually see us going to Broadway.
Yes.
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 Receive.
Receive that.
Worldwide.
And we'll take it out of Charlotte.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
right. Traveling.
Jesus'
Yes,
Traveling
traveling.
production.
Yes,
excuse me.
traveling
Yes.
Production. Okay, that is
But
awesome.
I also
Traveling
teach
productions.
other people how to write books.
Awesome.
I give them the foundation that they need to get it started. I teach them the do's and the don'ts so that they are not taken advantage of.
Okay.
There's a lot of companies out here that a lot of people, they think that, they say, well, I don't want to self-publish a book. But they fail to realize when they go and publish through some of these small companies, that's still self-publishing.
Wow.
Unless you
Right.
go through Simon & Schuster, the New York best-selling. I mean, you know, some of the top
Right.
Scholastic, some of the other top companies, it's still considered as self-published.
Wow.
So I teach them how to go about marketing, how to get started
Okay.
at a minimum.
Thank you guys for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. And tune in next week to People's Voice Matters. Thank you.
You.